Welcome back to RTC, ladies and gentlemen. It's Joe Craig, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Federal Arms Weapons Factory. So let's go talk about a bit about the lore before we go into any more detail. So the Federal Arms Group was originally a caravanner group during the Institute War. They finally set down roots on Spectacle Island for a safer position to, continue the gun trade sell towards the Minutemen that was re-established. But soon after the war, they started to grow in popularity among the new United States Armed Forces. So with that, with the established government and the president and all the other chiefs of staff and whatnot, they were offered military contracts to help supply this newly growing army. So that included weapons, armor, clothing and equipment. So now Federal Arms is now a private company with its first factory in history. They have now set up in Vault 88, where they now produce firearms for local police and militia for the United States Armed Forces, and they also produce newly acquainted fusion cores. Since they've had help from the scientists and doctors inside of Vault 88, they've been able to replicate and basically replicate and to recharge spent fusion cells to help keep the mechanized infantry, heavy infantry, or air cavalry heavy infantry going. So that's pretty much the idea there. Now with their first official factory, it's not too big and it's not too small. They actually are just straight to the point and they develop what's on the list to go. With their current contracts right now, they're now helping to establish the new Boston Police Department, since hence they're now building a lot of 44 Magnums. So let's take a quick look around the room. As you see here, we have a full personnel list right now working, and then we actually have shipments ready to go out as well in carts, in white boxes, wooden boxes. Depending on what size, it could be ammunition, clothing, equipment, bigger rifles, assault rifles, sniper rifles, or even the new handmade rifle, which these lovely people here in the center are crafting by hand, living up to its title. So as well as accessing this, they no longer really rely on making their weapons as handmade items. They now, and Turley now, can mass produce weapons at a whim using their new acquired computer programs and their new machinery related to their factory now, which is active and ready to go. As you can see here, it's dropping 44 Magnums in these crates, ready to be packed up. Before that, they'll be quality checked, then packed. As you see here, most of these foremen on the ground are now counting and make sure they reach the quota of the magnums that they are producing for the new Boston Police Department. As well as that, they will be developing more weapons as well for the United States Armed Forces and their units and, well, different branches in general. As you see here, it's quite a well set up place. They're in a safe area underground, deep into the vault, and this vault is secured and guarded by United States Army and United States Marines. So this is really good. I've really enjoyed this build. It gives you this immersive idea that where the United States government, which is now a newly established power in the Commonwealth in Boston, are now making headway against the Brotherhood of Steel and other factions that usually would have outnumbered and outgunned the Minutemen. So now with this, the rise of private business and public business as well, everything is coming back. We're rebuilding America. Well, at least one state, including Maine and Far Harbor. But I hope this actually gives you some insight with the ideas of the builds I'm going with and how well they're coming along. This will be a bigger build video about this soon, since we are inside Vault 88. I hope to do a grand tour or bit by bit areas of the vault. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I know I did. I enjoyed building this factory, building Vault 88 for the last 3 days. And guys, if you really liked the video, leave a like down the bottom, hit the like button, leave a comment down the bottom. If you're new to the channel, please just hit the subscribe button, you won't regret it, and I really want to welcome you to this wonderful community that we're building. So guys, as usual, I'm your host Craig, and I will see you next time on RTC. See you guys, have a